Welcome back. Kids love to ride a bike. It gives them freedom like they've never had before. It's great exercise, and most of all, it's fun.
Very true. Jake Newborn is here today from the Wisconsin Bike Fed to chat about the spring bicycle safety and their Safe Routes to School program in partnership with the Milwaukee Public Schools. Good to have you here, Jake.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you. So let's talk about the spring safety in general. Just as an overview, this is when you start having those conversations with kids, right? And this is an important thing that you guys educate about for over 25 years with the Bike Fed.
Yeah, it's springtime. A lot of people at spring break pulling up bikes out of the garage, starting to warm up. So now's the time to be thinking about those things.
So what kinds of things do you focus specifically on when you're educating parents and children about bike safety?
Helmet usage. We definitely promote helmet usage with kids particularly. Also being predictable and visible. That will keep you safe. If a car sees you, knows you're there, they're a lot less likely to crash into you.
So are some of those things wearing reflectors or wearing bright clothing, things like that you mean being predictable?
Lights, using lights at night, wearing reflective gear, bright clothing, not riding around in your ninja costume for Halloween is a good idea.
Right,
so.
Good idea.
The predictability aspect too, I think, is huge, because a lot of times we hear that children have been hit on bikes because they erratically cut across somebody that was coming through driving in traffic. So you're really telling kids that use signals, there are hand signals for bikes, right? And make choices that are not going to scare someone.
Right, and a bicycle, an adult operating a bicycle is a legal vehicle of the road. So they have the right and the option to be riding in the road as long as you're using hand signals, following traffic signs, and being predictable, whereas someone that won't be surprised by you coming out of an alleyway or out of a garage or something like that.
One of the things that I think is safe for kids is to have a good bike. You know, have a bike that's working properly, that the brakes are good, all that. So when kids are looking at, and parents are looking at, I suppose, buying a bike for a kid, are there places that they should go or safety features that they should look for?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely see a lot of kids on bikes that aren't working right. So having it working right.
Or even the wrong size for them, right?
Definitely. So we definitely suggest people go to your local bike shop. You can look that up, find one that's near you. They will know what to give, what to size your kid with. They are all trained mechanics and salesmen that will make sure you get the right fit. Nowadays, lots of the bike shops are also doing like a trade-in program where once the kid outgrows it, come back, get a $50 rebate on your next purchase or whatever. So they're encouraging that, making sure kids are on the right size bicycle.
That's fantastic. And we are going to have a couple of months of school left where it is warm enough for the kids to get out there and ride their bikes to school. So talk a little bit about the Safe Routes program, and how do you help the kids determine where it is safe for them to drive their bikes to get to school?
Yeah, so we partner with Milwaukee Public Schools to provide bicycle and pedestrian safety education to over 30 sites each season, and over 3,000 kids last year. And we come into the schools, we bring helmets and bikes and instructors, and we teach the kids, everything they need to know. It's a pretty comprehensive, we call it bicycle driver's ed. So it gives them those skills to be able to operate safely.
That's great. How many kids do you usually reach per year?
About 3,300 last year. It's been growing every year as we get more efficient and effective with our methods.
Do schools, do they have to contact you, or do you usually contact a school saying, hey, we'd like to come in and chat with your kids?
It's a little bit of both. I've got I've been doing this for 8 years now, so I've got a good base of clients per se. It's free programming though, and we work with MPS to let all the gym teachers and all the principals know that we can come and provide this. And yeah, we have a waiting list. It's a very popular program. Every teacher who has us in their classroom wants us back. So it gets tough after a few years to make room for everyone. But
do you have any
good problem to have?
Yes, definitely. Do you have any loose statistics on how many kids do ride their bikes to school? Because it seems like that probably goes up significantly in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, in Wisconsin it's pretty seasonally based on amounts of riding, but nationally the trends you see back when maybe we were younger, there was a lot more people riding and walking. It was up to 60–70% kids who walked and rode to school. Nowadays it's now around 12 or 13% the kids that walk or bike to school, and some places it's even lower, depending on the location of the school. Things like that. So that's what we're trying to reverse, is growing that trend for the benefits for their health. For their school. It actually shows that when you get active in the morning and you walk or bike to school, you do better in school.
Oh yeah.
Wake your brain up a little bit. Wake your brain, wake your body.
Exactly. So all those benefits, we're trying to reverse that trend.
So we talked a little bit about getting a new bike. What if you've got an old bike that's been sitting all winter? What do you need to do to prepare it for the season, summer, even beyond riding to school?
Yeah, we got to pull it out of the garage first.
Yep, get it out, dust it off,
right? Clean it up.
Spray clean,
Yep. We tell people do an ABC quick check. That's the first thing you should do before you you'd pull it out if it's been sitting. A for air, B for your brakes. Make sure the pads aren't rubbing improperly.
Is that you'll hear or you'll feel?
Both.
Okay.
You can hear or feel. And C is for your chain. Make sure it's not rusty.
Sure.
And quick check is you have quick releases on a bike on both your wheels and on your seat post that make sure that it's tightened down. And then just when you're riding it, if you got air in it, you got lubrication on your chain and you're riding it, listen for sounds.
Okay.
If you hear anything, if something's not working right, take it into your local bike shop, get a tune-up. They're very busy now this time of year, so make sure to get it in the sooner the better. And you should be ready to go.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
I think
fantastic.
those are great tips. Can people find more ideas or tips or information on the website that you guys have?
Yep.
Okay, so here it is. So you can learn a little bit more about bike safety and those, as well as the Safe Routes to School program too. It's wisconsinbikefed.org. The phone number is 414-431-1798 if you want Jake or any of those to come out and chat with your school or your group about bike safety. Thanks so much for being here.